Didn't we just talk about yesterday how it is only February? The year has just started and people are in and all over the headlines and it just won't stop. I guess like Miley. And they won't stop and they can't stop. Y'all already know, I'm sure, why I have pulled myself off the road doing my gig work to come and talk about Miss Porsha Williams Guobadia. And also Andy Cohen's response to Brandy Glanville on her lawsuit. But first up, let's talk about Porsha. You know, the same Porsha that did a video, what was it, last week or the week before, that said Porsha Williams is returning to Housewives, or who said that? Porsha Guobadia is in the building, and who knows, she could still be Porsha Guobadia after this. Y'all, let's get into it. According to People, Porsha Williams files for divorce from Simon Guobadia after 15 months of marriage. This came out a little over an hour ago, about 8:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right now, it's 9:39. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum wed the Nigerian-born businessman in November of 2022. Porsha Williams and Simon Guobadia's marriage is coming to an end over a year after they tied the knot. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum filed for divorce from Guobadia on Thursday in Atlanta, according to court documents obtained by People. News of their split comes as rumors fly online about Guobadia's citizenship status. However, a source tells People the divorce is unrelated to recent allegations involving Simon's past. The cause of their split is an ongoing matter, adds the insider. Williams, 42, and Guobadia, 59, said "I do" in November of 2022 in a Nigerian traditional native law and custom ceremony, followed by an American ceremony in Atlanta. Oh, I didn't know that he was 17 years older than her. I don't know why. I didn't know that. The pair announced their engagement in May of 2021 after 1 month of dating. "Yes, we are crazy in love," Williams captioned a selfie with Guobadia. "I know it's fast, but we are living life each day to its fullest. I choose happiness every morning and every night." Guobadia echoed Williams' sentiments, telling his followers that he asked her to marry him because we checked all, in caps, of each other's boxes and then some. Earlier this month, the reality star turned entrepreneur, whose mom to 4-year-old daughter Pilar, in parentheses, from a previous relationship, hey Dennis, announced she is set to return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta for its upcoming 16th season after 2 years away from the Bravo series. She also signed an overall scripted deal with NBC Universal on scripted project opportunities across the company's broadcast and streaming properties. So that includes Peacock. Is Paramount under NBC too? I'm not sure. "I'm incredibly thankful for the vision and faith NBC Universal has put me in to be a larger part of their family," she said in a statement. "I'm looking forward to being back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta and showing the world my new world." Ooh, child. So, first question, do y'all think this was a scheme that Porsha set up to come to us with the BS? I'm going to say this. I never thought about, not that I never thought about it. How do I say this? I never, as a married person myself, right? You don't like to look at other people's marriages and say, "Child, they not gonna last." Or, you know what I mean? Because you just never know what's going on in somebody's house unless you live with them. I'm a firm believer of that. We get these pictures of couples that will be out, right? And it'll look like the man is looking a certain way, or they'll both be on their phones and the caption will be "falling out of love." They're not paying attention to each other. And it's funny because me and my hubby were in DC this weekend and we went to breakfast the following morning after our stay at shout out to the Hilton, the Canopy by the wharf. And we both had to be on our phones for something. My son's had to get something done on the car he has with him out in California. So my husband was coordinating that on his end real fast. And then I had to look something up for the car on my end. So in my mind, I literally thought, wow, let's just say we were on a show or just public figures. And even though I consider myself a public figure, but still, But let's just say we were public figures, right? And somebody is like, hold up, Taria and Corey were out not paying attention to each other. But that's not the case. We literally were doing something in that moment. So I say that to say I hate to look at other people's marriages and try to project or try to figure out what is going on. With Porsha and Simon's marriage, I didn't have any feelings either way, meaning I didn't necessarily think it was going to go the long haul. And I didn't necessarily think that it wouldn't. I guess because it just seemed almost like a fairy tale to me, as in doesn't even really exist. I'm just going to be honest. Like, is this okay? Like, that's how I looked at their marriage. Like, um, one strong gust of wind and it could fall apart, or maybe there is a foundation. Like, I kind of went back and forth. So I never really looked at, I don't even know if I'm explaining it right, but it just never felt like it was something. I don't know. But at the same time, maybe it's something. I don't know. So I do know that she is set up for sure for her storyline coming back to season 16. So now she's put herself in the role of probably a person grieving their marriage versus a person being questioned about their marriage. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that it was planned from the beginning? Do y'all think it was real? Let me know. Uh, and I wanted to talk about Andy. So let's talk about, we know that Brandy filed a suit against Andy for sexual harassment. Andy has since responded and said, the video shows Kate Chastain and I very clearly joking to Brandy. It was absolutely meant in jest, and Brandy's response clearly communicated she was in on the joke. That said, it was totally inappropriate, and I apologize. Because remember, Brandy says she had a video from Andy. And then the video was released, and it was Andy and Kate Chastain kind of having fun in the camera and just saying stuff to Brandy. And I guess Andy is saying that Brandy's response communicated that she was in on the joke, but it was clearly inappropriate, and he apologizes. So I wonder where or if Brandy's lawsuit is going to go any further, if NBC is going to decide to settle or what have you. We shall see. Y'all, it's only February and we are getting the things. So, y'all, I'll be back later because I'm sure there'll be something else. See y'all.